Welcome to this week's episode of Laker Shenanigans. The name's Block, Evan Block.
I'm Olivia Smith, and boy, do we have a show for you. The Laker Industries are making headlines in the school, so we thought of telling you, the students, a little more about the industry.
The Fab Lab 2 class has started making a new project called Laker Industries.
Laker Industries is a student-run business within the school.
Products can include posters or quotes or maybe small objects that'll help teachers or small businesses operate better.
They have many different machines to make a wide variety of items.
To make these products, we are using 3D printers, laser cutters, plasma cutters, CNC routers.
Vinyl cutters, we have vinyl printers, we have heat presses that allows us to make t-shirts.
They plan to sell their products to many different people.
Our potential customers are teachers and staff around the school district, along with small business owners in our community.
This includes teachers that may want signs for their classrooms, all the way to district administrators that would want, say, a nameplate for their desk.
The students in Fab Lab 2 like many things about the class.
I really like that we get to create our own business and have freedom in the class to do what we want.
Probably the freedom, because you can do whatever you want really and build whatever you want, and it kind of teaches you how to run a small business.
There are big plans for the future of Laker Industries.
For Laker Industries, our plans are to get going by the end of spring break. That's when we're starting, and being able to make a certain amount of sales.
Our grand opening is on March 21st.
We already have project requests flowing in, but we should be operating at full capacity by the end of the month.
Keep an eye out for their products in the future.
Man, that plasma cutter looks pretty intense.
Yeah, let's make sure we don't cut that story out of proportion. Maybe our Laker industry can help our choir students. Let's take a look at how the year has been going for the choir students.
There are 6 separate choirs at Prairie Lake High School, each with their own sound and experience. What are some changes from last year?
Who's teaching what ensembles, bringing Miss Erlinson on board and changing out who's in charge of which ensembles has changed kind of the structure of the program.
This year we have more of a structure to it, so now we actually have levels of skill.
How does the future look for the program?
In about 6 weeks we got invited to sing with Foreigner on stage, which would be an awful lot of fun, and then next year of course the tour.
There's a lot of new changes that Mr. Hahn and E are adding, like they want to do a new trip.
I think all the changes in choir have been positive, and everyone has adapted to it pretty well. And
is there any advice for people wanting to join choir?
Would be to come down and see me or Miss Erlinson. We'll do a little singing, a little voice check, and see what your background is and where you might fit in.
Just because you think that you're not musical doesn't mean you can't join choir. I joined as a freshman knowing nothing about music.
Sounds great, Prairie Lake. Have fun in New York next year.
I wish I could sing. I can only hope for a better voice.
That's all for this week, PL. I'm Olivia Smith.
And I'm Evan Block. We'll catch you in our next episode of Laker Shenanigans. Have a great spring break and make good choices.